Us for this series of UCSC reimbursement training presented by the BSOE Business Office. This video will include step-by-step instructions on how to complete the UCSC Payee Setup Request 204 form. The University of California, Santa Cruz requires a Payee Setup Form 204 from all new vendors doing business with the university. Vendors include companies and persons who supply goods or services to the university, and persons, including employees and students, who receive any non-payroll payments. So even if you are set up on payroll to get paid for working at the university, you need to fill out this form to get reimbursed for reimbursements from the university so they can put you in the system so accounting could pay you. So the first thing you want to do is open up this Payee Setup Request form. And the way you do that is in a browser, go to financial.ucsc.edu, go to Forms, and under that menu is another form, so click on Forms. And in the Forms directory, there's a Payee Setup 204. You want to click that. There is an individual form or a business form. We're going to only cover what an individual would need to fill out. So we're going to click individual, and the PDF comes up on a link below. You're going to click that link, and this form needs to be downloaded to be able to work with it. So you want to go in the upper right corner, there's an arrow to download the form. Click that. Download it to wherever you'd like to. I'm going to download it to my desktop. I'm going to save it. And then it's going to appear on my desktop. It's right here. So I'm going to right click on it, and I'm going to open it with Adobe Acrobat. And now it's coming up as a fillable form. So the first thing you want to put in is the department name, which is BSOE, Baskin School of Engineering. Check if you're a California resident. Put in your department contact, which is generally your supervisor's name. Check whether this is going to accompany a request for payment. If you need to update your payee information, you would fill out this form again and check right here that this is an update. We're doing a new form, so we're going to put in a name, last name, first name, middle name. You want to put in a permanent resident or permanent address. You want to put in an email address. You want to put in a phone number. And optional is a campus mail stop. This way, accounting can get a hold of you if they have any questions about setting you up in the system. In section 2, you want to identify who you are. There's several options here. We're going to be a UCSC employee in this one. Activity in section 3 generally is you want reimbursement and for travel. You need, in section 4, to have a social security number. You need to identify if you're a citizen of the U.S. and your residency. If you are not a citizen or a foreign permanent resident, you will check the box over here and attach a copy of your resident alien green card. If you don't have that, you should attach a copy of your passport and your I-94 form. This first page is filled out assuming that you want a paper check. And if you are a foreign resident, then you can ask for a wire transfer, and I'll show you that a little later. So just fill out those items there in Section 5. Section 6 is only if you do not live in California. And then Section 7 is for you to put in your name and sign it and date it. And then you would send this first page if you want a paper check sent to you. And here is where you would send it to. If you use campus mail, you send it to FAR. If you want to mail it to UCSC, you mail it to the accounting office. Now, if you want a direct deposit, you're going to fill out page 2. On page 2, again, it's asking if you're having a change to an existing bank account, if you're changing information. And you want to just fill out all your information again, like you did on the first page. Email, the name of your bank, and organization is optional. So generally people do a checking account. Notice what's required. If you want direct deposit, you need to attach a voided check or bank statement. On that voided check and bank statement needs to have your full name. Account numbers include both your account number and your routing number and the bank logo. So make sure you attach that. Funds transfer is asking whether you want it, whether it's going to a foreign country. So if you're saying yes here, then it says UCSC will issue a paper check in lieu of the processing of a direct payment. One way of getting around that is you would fill out a wire transfer form. And that can be found at the Financial Affairs website. So we're going to minimize that, and we're going to go back to Financial Affairs. And we go to Forms, and Forms again, and at the bottom, actually in the center is Payments and Reimbursements. The wire transfer request is at the bottom of that list. You're going to click on that. You're going to go through the same process to download that form to where you want it to download it. You're going to save it. And I'm trying to see where it saved it to. All right, let's try it again. Download it. Downloads. Okay, it called it wire transfer. So there it is. So right here, wire transfer, you're going to right click on it. You're going to open it with Adobe Acrobat. And I'm not going to show you how to fill out this form because this will be all personal information. So you want to fill this out if you want a wire transfer instead of a paper check. I'm going to close this form. And we're going to go back to our other form. So then you're in section 4, you're going to print your name. And you're going to put in your title and the date. And this form, along with the first page, so you got to put send both pages, 1 and 2, if you want to do direct deposit. 2, again, you can mail it to the county office. You can fax it. There's a fax number. And you can also submit it, as it said on page 1, to the FAR office. So there are all your options. There's a page 3, which gives you some additional information about the different boxes and of information on withholding and residency. And then what you want to do is print this form, and then you want to sign it on 2 pages. So you're going to sign page 1. If you're putting in page 2 also, you want to sign it on page 2. So sign both pages, attach your check with or bank statement with your information, attach your, if you're a foreigner, you want to attach your passport and your I-94, and you're going to submit it to the various places that you can submit it. And will complete the process. And if you have any questions, you can always reach out to aphelp@ucsc.edu. Thank you.